Hi, I'm Hugh Masekela, and you're watching the South Africa Now music special featuring some of the greatest artists from Southern Africa. Tune in.
Global Vision presents the television news magazine of Southern Africa. News. Views. Frontline focus. In-depth analysis. Covering the coverage. Cultural feature. This week, South Africa Now presents a Southern African music special with the sounds that move a region to stand up and get down.
Let's go, have fun, boy. Bam, bam. I wanna see you get down, boy.
We'll visit the pulsating sounds of the nightclubs with popular stars like Sipho Hatsticks Mabusa, Prophets of the City, and Miriam Makeba.
I cannot sing about baby, baby, I love you, when in fact we are being killed every day.
You'll hear the jazz that has won fans worldwide and the traditional sounds of Ladysmith Black Mambazo.
The sound from me, it just came from the mountain, from the birds, from the cow, the way they roar.
It's time to move and groove on this special edition of South Africa Now with our man of Southern African sounds, Mweli Mzizi.
Southern Africa is probably best known for its struggle for freedom and its music. Its musical strains have captured the imagination and interests of people throughout the world. We'll be surveying the richness and diversity of this music on this television special. You'll hear some of your favorite sounds and get turned on to something new. Here's what's happening.
The year 1963, the people's president was taken away by security men, all dressed in a uniform of brutality, oh no, my black president.
This latest record of mine, Black President, it is banned in South Africa. Why? Because maybe the government is thinking I'm predicting so much truth. It's so much of a truth, you know? I'm not even mentioning Mandela's name there, but the word Black President, it goes without saying, man.
Beyond the door, strange, cool, beautiful, yes, they're waiting for you. It kills me to know you won't escape loneliness. Maybe you lose hope too. Aye, yeah, yeah, yes, it's fun. Aye, yeah, yeah. Aye, yeah, yeah, yes, it's fun. Aye, yeah, yeah. It's a cruel, crazy, beautiful world. Every time you wake up, I hope it's a blue sky. It's a cruel, crazy, beautiful world. One day when you wake up, I won't have to say goodbye.
The idea essentially is to take a message and an experience from our country to the world, really.
Listen to the voice of reason. Words of wisdom have to be ushered. A better world have to be built. Listen to the voice of reason. Racial venom is like a social dynamite. It is like a revival of Herias syndrome, a syndrome of death and destruction. This is the voice of consent, a voice of social redemption. An eye for an eye makes the world blind. Reconciliation and reconstruction is like a dark cloud, giving way to the blue sky. Humankind must put an end to war, or war will put an end to humankind. Africa and the world cannot afford self-pity. If something is not worth living for, it is not worth dying for. Yes, this is the voice of reason in search of liberty eternal.
music is part of our life. It's part of our lifestyles. When there are weddings, there's always music. There's a funeral, there's music. There's every activity in South Africa is always accompanied by music.
My name is Mahlathini, the Lion of Soweto. You are watching South Africa Now.
Southern African music is rooted in people's lives, tapping their joys, their religious beliefs, and their pain. Here's a cross-section from the rural music of Lesotho, reflecting generations of oral tradition, to the township grooves of the Lion of Soweto, Mahlathini, and the Mahotella Queens.
This drinking house, called a shebeen in Lesotho, is in a poor section of Maseru, the capital. Sotho oral poetry is often chanted in a kind of heightened speech or musical oration. Short verses, delivered during the Famo dance, contain humorous, often pointed comments on the daily life of the miners.
Our music came from the Zulu dance, especially this type of music, which we called Scathamia. The name Scathamia, we just named this music because we touch the floor softly instead of stabbing the floor hard.
This is our kind of freedom in Africa. We send our messages through music. It's our tradition in Africa. This is our kind of freedom in Africa. We send our messages through music. It's our tradition in Africa. Come on, let's sing together now.
When I sing with my gold voice, I feel like tearing myself apart because this thing is right into my blood.
talking.
Oh yeah.
It's so sweet.
Oh yeah.
Wanandika.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
In the Frontline States, you'll travel with us into the bush of Mozambique to party in a camp housing refugees from a bloody war, then on to Zimbabwe's liberation music known as Chimuranga, and from there, the sounds of Namibia. In Yasunj refugee camp, Mozambique, life for the deslocados, or displaced people of this country, is a daily battle for survival as they wait for the war to end. But on weekends, the drums are heated up, the marimbas are brought out, and the people gather around to dance their worries away and keep their culture alive.
Vandaiwondiri mwana mdiki mai vachandira kozvinondave mukomana mukuru ndofa ndiri nyika uwawandinomwafodya ndoputa zvose ndoita chasara kusiya mukomana panyika ngoma ngairi Ngoma Yekwedu yarira mukoma svatuka wemukoma wonke kana ngoma Yekwedu yarira mukoma svatuka wemukoma wonke kana ngoma
This type of music, though the lyrics are militant, it is also very, very danceable. A lot of people can dance this type of music and forget about, their problems.
South Africans infuse jazz with a distinctive African rhythm, and some truly great players have received exposure over the years. We bring you Hugh Masekela, Abdullah Ibrahim, once known as Dollar Brand, and legendary trombone player Jonas Gwangwa.
Everybody in South Africa is political. I don't know anybody in South Africa who's not political, from the oppressors to the oppressed. Some people say, well, you're an artist, you shouldn't be into politics, So it's if like artists are privileged not to be affected by the brutalities of the world.
I have always had politics in my music, stemming from the kind of situation I was born into, of course, as a South African.
Be songs of love and harvesting well, and they'll understand what's deep in our hearts.
It's a good way to perhaps sensitize people by showing the world that our struggle is human. Yeah. It's a human condition. It's not a question of black and white.
Hello, my name is Thomas Mapfumo, and you're listening to South Africa Now.
South African music has helped drive the struggle for freedom on many fronts. The rhythms of resistance are heard everywhere. Here are some examples, from white Afrikaners singing out against apartheid to rappers from Cape Town.
I don't think there's any way which Afrikaner culture can die. What will die, and what I hope dies, is that part of Afrikaner culture which has traditionally imposed itself in an aggressive and over-assertive way on other peoples in this country. And I think, yes, that will die, and this is what we're wanting.
En skakel oor na TV4. Oh my God, wat het ons hier? Wat my TV-screen ons hier? Is daar ergens om te vlug van my man se mooi gesig? Zet het af, zet het af, zet het af, zet het af, zet het
If I'm working with a particular person who I happen to feel strongly about in a negative sense, for instance, P.W. Botha, I'd basically just use what I felt were pieces of his own dialogue to illustrate the things about him that I most detested.
I call upon all well-meaning and reasonable South Africans to take hands in these times and to stand together to restore order and peace. I wish to give the assurance that law-abiding people have nothing to fear as from midnight today.
1212 in the township to be. Hello?
My name is Miriam Makeba. You are watching South Africa Now.
And finally, we close with the story behind South Africa's freedom anthem, Nkosi Sikelel Africa. And we witness the renowned vocalist Miriam Makeba's return from exile. After 31 years in exile, Miriam Makeba was one of the first to make the trip back home.
She was back in Johannesburg and was welcomed home by toy-toying fans and swamped by the media.
Apartheid is still alive. I can come home, but I cannot vote. We still don't vote.
Although not performing in South Africa because of the international cultural boycott, Makeba joined a group of prominent local singers in an impromptu rendition of the traditional anthem, Nkosi Sikelel Africa, or God Bless Africa.
Well, it's a remarkable musical phenomenon, Nkosi Sikelel Africa, which of course means God Bless Africa. It was written way back in 1897 by a school teacher, Enoch Sontonga. He wrote it in Xhosa, although he himself was a Shongan from the north. In 1912, it was performed for the first meeting, the first organizational meeting of the South African Native National Congress, which later became the African National Congress. And people simply took to it for some reason. I'm not sure why. It has a combination of inspiration and melancholy that somehow reaches into the hearts of almost everyone who hears it. Lord bless Africa, may her horn rise high up. Hear thou our prayers and bless us.
Thank you for watching this South Africa Now music special. We've given you just a glimpse of the varied sounds of Southern Africa. We hope you've enjoyed it. Write to South Africa Now, P.O. Box 1907 Canal Street Station, New York, New York 10013. South Africa Now is produced by Global Vision on a non-profit basis in association with the Africa Fund, a tax-exempt organization providing assistance and relief to victims of apartheid. From all of us at South Africa Now, I'm Mweli Mzizi. See you next week.
Mandela in America. The new 90-minute video can be ordered from South Africa Now for $25, which includes postage and handling. Write to South Africa Now, Post Office Box 1907, Canal Street Station, New York, New York 10013. A portion of the proceeds will help fund South Africa Now. South Africa Now is also supported by public television viewers like you. Transcripts of this program are available for $4. South Africa Now is also available now on video cassette for just $29.95. To order transcripts or cassettes, or for more information, write to South Africa Now, care of Journal Graphics Incorporated, 267 Broadway, New York, New York, 10007. To order by credit card, call 212-227-READ. Viewers are also invited to leave a comment about the show. Video cassettes of previous programs can now be ordered as well.